Once you open the QGIS software, you can see a surface like this. But the appearance of the surface as well as the colors will depend on the settings of your computer as well as the settings you have done for the surface of the QGIS software. Basically, there are several components of the surface of the QGIS. Now, here we have buttons, and also here it is a menu, and here we have the panels, and this is the working area, and below the working area there is a bar which gives some important information for us. The appearance of the panels as well as different toolbars depend on our settings. Once you right click your mouse, the panels and the toolbars appear. There is a list of panels and the toolbars. Whatever you have checked here in front of the list of the panels would appear in the surface of the software. The unchecked panels and toolbars will not appear on the surface of the software. One of the important panels for us to work is layers panel. If I unclick that layer, it will not appear. So again, if I click it, then it will appear. Same as for the toolbars as well. Now, manage layer toolbars are quite important as to work at the beginning. If I unclick it, it will disappear. Then, if I click the manage layer toolbar, it will appear again. So we will add the first layer to the working area. So the first layer I am going to enter is a digital map of a vector. Since the first layer I am going to enter is a vector one, so I need to press the button add vector layer. Vector layer button is pressed, you will get a box like this. Data source manager. So in the source it says there's a box, the navigation link for the relevant folder. But here we have to understand clearly this link would be depend on the place where I have stored the digital maps in your computer. There is a browse button which we can press and navigate to the place we have stored the digital maps. Press the browse button. Once you press the browse button, a box appear where you can navigate the files where you have stored in your computer. In my case, I have stored the digital maps in the desktop. So I navigate to the desktop. There is a folder in the desktop called province_Sri Lanka. Then I will open it. Once I open it, the files inside this folder would appear. Out of them, in this case, I am going to open the boundary shapefile. So even in the boundary, you could see that there are different kind of files. Out of them, we know that the SHP, the shapefile, is the one that we have to open. We learned this in one of our previous session. Click it. Open. Add. Then we close the box. Then the first shapefile has added to our working area. The maps you are loading into the software would have a color that will be vary from time to time. So let's add another vector layer. Click browse. It will navigate to the same folder as previous. Out of the files, This time we will open shapefile known as divsec. Add and close. Okay, now we have that shapefile as well, that layer as well. Now importantly, in the layer panel, the layers we have uploaded to the QGIS of the ice listed. Divsec boundary, and there is a text box that you can click and keep it appear or not appear on the surface as well. If I unclick this button, if I unclick this checkbox, that particular layer would disappear. I can do the same for the other layer as well. None of the layers will appear then because I have unchecked these boxes. If I check them again, they will appear. So behind this map there are so much of information has stored. So information has stored in a table which is called attributable table. How to open this attributable table? Go to the layer again and right click, open attributable table. Once you open the attributable table, information that has stored in under the different polygons of the map would appear here. If you want, you can add another column and add another set of information as you want, or delete any of these information out of these buttons. Now let's close this. Now there are several buttons up above in the area. These buttons will be helpful for us to do different activities. Now as example, if we use the zoom out button and click it and click on the working area and click, we can zoom in, and this button will important to zoom full again to the surface we are working. This pan button will open to this pan button this pan button is important as to pan across the map which we have developed.